Hi there, Andrew Lessman here with two very exciting monthly specials and sort of interesting to talk about them together because they share some very similar roles and some folks might prefer one over the other in those roles, but it's CoQ10 and glutathione. CoQ10 is always respected for its singular role in terms of energy production, that its central role in the transport of electrons and that transport of electrons in every single cell in our body is the only reason those cells are alive and doing what they do, and similarly, correspondingly, why we're alive and doing what we do. So CoQ10 is absolutely essential for our energy production. It also is a very powerful protective compound. Many folks view it as the most powerful protective compound that we could supplement. And as much as we might respect CoQ10 as being a powerful protective compound, beyond its role in energy production, it really has to take a back seat to glutathione. And glutathione is our other monthly special. And glutathione is something that we've looked at and contemplated doing a product for years. But we were never able to deliver something that, when you take it orally, delivered the benefits of glutathione, meaning that glutathione got into the cells where you could actually benefit from having an enhanced level of glutathione. That's now changed. And the form of glutathione that we use in this product allows you to deliver the glutathione to your body. So it's really exciting to have CoQ10, which one of the things we always talk about CoQ10 is its ability to enhance glutathione levels. That's often the case with many of the supplements we take in terms of being protective compounds, that one of their secondary benefits beyond the protection they offer is that it sort of spares glutathione in your cells and supports the retention or the maintenance of healthy glutathione levels within your cells. So monthly special pricing for CoQ10. CoQ10 will not be a Today Special until the end of this year. Glutathione has no plans of being a Today Special at all this year. So this is the best pricing of the year you'll see for glutathione, and it's close to the best pricing you'll see for CoQ10 also. The cost of CoQ10 has gone absolutely crazy. It's 5 times more expensive than the last time I was on air talking about it. 5 times more expensive, the cost of the material, than it was when we did a Today Special in October. So hopefully we'll have adequate supplies of CoQ10 when we do a Today Special at the end of the year. But without a doubt, it's going to cost more, and the Today Special will cost more. So the Today Special price might not even be as good as the monthly special price today. We're dealing with a very, very uncertain world for CoQ10. It kind of goes with the uncertainty that's in our world in general right now, unfortunately. But these are two incredible products in terms of our body's inherent cellular systems. For number one, providing energy. And all of the systems in our body, whatever system we're looking at, requires energy to do the work that we expect it to do on our behalf. Whether we're talking about our cardiovascular system, our heart pumping, our skeletal muscles, whether we're talking about our lungs, whether we're talking about skin cells, whatever cells, the cells in our eyes, the cells in our brain, the cells that comprise our immune system, all of those cells require energy to function optimally or to function at all. And CoQ10 levels as we get older suffer. And those CoQ10 levels, as they suffer, so then do we. So CoQ10 is absolutely essential for energy production and the optimal functioning of all the systems and organs in our body. And similarly, CoQ10 also plays a critical protective role. I always talk about the miracle of this blueprint that we have. And this blueprint we have, not a lot goes to waste. So CoQ10's ability to transfer electrons that enables us to have the energy we experience, because it's the movement of that electrical potential that is the energy we experience. But that role of capturing and moving, transferring electrons, that also allows CoQ10 to play an incredibly powerful protective role, capturing the electrons that are present in free radicals that might otherwise damage our tissues. And then speaking about damaging our tissues, there is no more important antioxidant, there's no more important compound that's capturing those reactive particles, those electrons, than glutathione. And glutathione is what our body produces in greatest abundance to protect us. But like CoQ10, as we get older, less than ideal diet, health issues, environmental issues, chemicals in our environment, all the different things that is normal daily life, Those things affect our body's ability to not only produce CoQ10, but also produce glutathione. And as I said previously, I've always wanted to make a product that delivered glutathione, and we've been looking at it for almost 40 years. But until recently, we weren't able to validate that a product delivered glutathione to your cells. It's one thing to swallow it. It's a whole nother thing to be sure that you're going to be deriving benefits, that the glutathione is actually going to be delivered to the cells where it can deliver and provide its protective benefits. That has been scientifically resolved, and for our purposes, it's been validated. So that's why we finally produced a glutathione product. It took us a while. And also what we did, because glutathione is a tripeptide. Glutathione is comprised of 3 amino acids: glutamic acid, cysteine, and glycine. So our glutamic acid is blended with those 3 critical amino acids. So not only do we give you the glutathione to provide the protection that all of your cells require, but we also provide your body with the amino acid tools necessary to support its own production of glutathione. So you won't find a better glutathione product. Similarly, you won't find a better CoQ10 product, because our CoQ10 doesn't just deliver you the best form of CoQ10, it also delivers it with the other nutrients that are necessary to make CoQ10 or allow CoQ10 to deliver its benefits. As they always say, a chain is only as strong as its weakest link. So if you have one weak link in a chain and you pull on the chain, the strong links aren't breaking, it's the weak link. So as strong as CoQ10 might be, if the other weak links in the energy production process aren't filled, then those weak links are going to present a problem and won't allow you to derive the benefits you'd like from CoQ10. That's why our CoQ10 product is so comprehensive. That's why our CoQ10 product is virtually perfectly reviewed. Really, truly, virtually perfectly reviewed. Unfortunately, our glutathione product has no reviews because we just introduced it. I haven't looked recently, but we just introduced it a couple of weeks ago, so it's brand new. But both of those products, they work hand in hand to offer your body the energy systems, the component it needs for the energy systems to function at their best, and also the protective compounds that are most important in the interior of each of our cells. Glutathione is the most important of those molecules. We provide that. So the two work perfectly hand in hand to deliver your body the tools it needs to offer the protection that any cell living in the modern world. And just being a living cell, unfortunately, the processes that we go on as part of life creates chemical fallout. And your body has to be able to deal with that chemical fallout. Coenzyme Q10 and glutathione are 2 of the most critical molecules. Glutathione is at the top of the list to help our body deal with the fallout from living. As we all know, living isn't necessarily easy, and on a cellular level, I'm sure our cells would tell us that if they could. And these are the compounds that our cells rely upon to help them protect themselves from the process of life. Enjoy.